Action. Yo, man said action, you know, putting me on the spot like that. This absolute pagan. I people, my cameraman, you know, you need to watch him, you know. But you know what, like, he's definitely one of them guys that literally, you know what I mean, he's been riding out with me from day one. He's still here, you know what I mean, even though he does uni, like, I'd say 5 days a week, you understand, you know, sometimes he does it for 5, 6 hours, you get me? But there's other people I know I've known longer than this guy. They're not loyal, but they're still good friends, you know what I mean? They don't want to rock with, man. You know what I mean? But still. Anyway, people, it's silent business. You know what time it is.
I'm just a messenger.
Don't shoot. Yeah, man, I'm here today with four lovely gentlemen, because obviously my camera guy, even though you can't hear his voice, the guy that's operating the camera switching, you know what I mean, you can't hear his voice, but he might appear on camera at one point. You understand? But yeah, man, I'd like my guests to introduce themselves, and I'll start to my left, my learned friend. Yeah, me. Introduce yourself. If you got any social medias, you know, stuff like that, you like to lay down. Yeah, let's go.
Come on, my bro. My name is Triz. Obviously,
Speak up a bit.
I've been in this music thing for like fucking, I'd say, about a year now. Obviously, my socials are Triz, an official Triz. I'm on all socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, all of that. Obviously, I do anything to promote my music. You get me? So I'm on everything.
Are you? One more question. Are you single in a relationship?
Nah, not even, bro.
Alright, cool. My next learned friend.
Yes, sir. My name's Triz. Obviously, I'm an artist, rapper, whatever you want to say. If you don't catch me on socials, obviously, you type my name in anywhere, Google, Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, wherever, T.Triz, Triz, wherever, innit? So, if you don't know about me, you'll soon get to know about me, innit? Simple as that, man.
Single in a relationship?
I'm single, man. All the ladies out there, you know what to do, man.
All right.
You get me?
And my learned host for today.
I'm back again. It's Ty. You already know who it is. And I'm single at the moment.
All right. I'm taken by money. The queen's head is my wife. So just to let you guys know, it's a steep uphill climb. You know, if you want to attempt to even try to replace the queen's head, I'm just saying, you know. Yes, so I am married, but to the queen's head. Right. Gentlemen, there's been a lot of mad things going on in society. You know what I mean? Delusional, in fact, you could say.
For real, bro. For real.
So, one of my first questions I'm gonna start with. Why are people ignoring the world that we live in today for the world that they want? The fantasy land.
Bro, to be honest, like, people are just lost, innit? They're seeing what they see on the internet and they want to follow, innit? They're influenced by the wrong things, the wrong people. Do you know what I mean? And they're trying to chase that. They see that on the TV, YouTube, wherever, TikTok. They want to be that. But not everyone can be that. Not everyone can live these people's lifestyles. You know what I mean? You got to chase what you believe in, not what you're seeing. Do you know what I mean?
So like, so what would you class that as? Like, if you had to put it in a class, because as I said, like, the world we live in compared to the world that you want, like, in your head, like, would you say that's like some kind of delusion, some kind of
course,
mental fantasy?
Of course, 100%.
Yeah,
100%, bro. Everyone's in this delusion. Like, they're lost, bro. They don't know what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? Like, and to put it in a category is just, bro, I don't know what category to put it in, because all these people have got their own delusions, bro. They're all going crazy in their own way. Do you know what I mean? So, I'm lost on that one.
So I could break it down some more, but obviously I'm gonna ask one of you two. You know what I mean? Like, why are people ignoring the world that we live in for the world that they want?
It's a mad thing still. I mean, there's better ways to put it. Like, obviously, there's men out here that are fucking, I'd say, chasing obviously you man are all chasing bread and all doing all of this shit, but you all do it for women and like drip. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to impress women for what? I don't get it. Do you know what I mean? You want to wear all these garms, you want to do all of this shit, but just to impress a woman. Do you know what I mean? I don't get it. I don't get them type of people there. You know what I'm saying?
But is it wrong using every tool in your advantage to impress a woman?
What do you mean?
Like for instance, you said like all these guys, that are using their drip or whatever to impress a woman. Obviously, we know this day and age that's one of the fastest way, to impress, the modern day woman. You know what I mean? So would you fault these men for, acquiring, the necessities to get these women, clothes off of their body? Yeah, you understand? So I'm just saying, would you fault these men for, what I mean?
It's a weird one. Like, I'm not too sure still. It's a weird one. I'm not even too sure.
Nah. Because the reason why I asked that, right, it hit me. Because as it is, right, the world that we live in, you see a lot of people ignoring, you know what I mean, like blatant signs, you understand, like red flags, you understand, because obviously, they've built up a fantasy in their head that they literally want to live by. You understand where I'm coming from? So that's where the question derives. So I don't know what my learned friend over here thinks.
I like to put it this way: people rather have comfortable lies rather than uncomfortable truths.
Yeah.
And society throws the glitz and glamour in your face, where everybody wants to attain that, because reality itself is a very harsh thing. So people look to that and want to attain these great things. Yeah.
So it's more frontal.
Like that, yeah?
Just make sure it's about
Yeah, about there.
Sorry.
Yeah, so when we're talking about women, we have to remember that women dictate where society goes.
Yeah.
Especially in the dating market. So whatever women find attractive, men typically have to adapt to it and kind of go with it. Or obviously they won't get no women. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So women like money, they like cars, they like all these things that wows them. So obviously as men, if we want women, it's like catching bait. Do you understand? So you need to put the bait out there
100%.
to catch the fish.
Yeah.
And obviously money and things like that are the bait.
Yeah. 100%, bro.
Well, you know what it is? Because the reason why I asked that question, right, because it ties into many types of delusion. You understand where I'm coming from, right? Because it's not just, it like obviously it ties into women, but it ties into, you know what I mean, like the unseen dangers, you know what I mean, when people are trying to be nice, you know what I mean, like for instance, the younger generation moving sideways, confused, don't know who they are. You understand? So this is what I'm saying. Like, why are people ignoring the world that we live in for the world that they want? You understand?
Yeah.
But you have to remember, if a lot of people think a certain way, then that's where society is gonna tend to lead, and that's gonna be the general point of view in society. But as we stand now in society, we have a small minority of people dictating what is right and what's wrong in the world. And this small minority are the loudest people. And for some reason, these people are getting what they're shouting for. Do you understand?
But like for instance, I would class myself, you know what I mean, as like part of the minority. You understand? That's literally shouting but not being heard. You understand where I'm coming from, right? Because obviously I live in the world. I live in reality. I can see where a lot of things is going. Understand when it comes to confused kids, right? Because this is my main fear, right? Like when we're gone, I mean, my generation, me and Ty's generation, your generation, the hell are we going to be left with? What?
Nah, bro.
People with the idea of the world that they want. People flipping, what do you call it? Mutating their skin, having flipping horns, protruding from their flipping scalp and, you know what I mean, trying to pretend to be lizards and devils.
man.
You understand where I'm coming
world,
from?
bro. Fantasy delusions.
Bro, like this is what I need you guys to talk on. You understand? The fantasy land.
Yeah.
You understand? Because now, as I said, we got little kids going to school, acting like cats and dogs, mouses and elephants, acting like that's normal.
100%, man.
That has never been normal. It's only ever been normal at home. You know, you understand, when you and your friends are playing and the family can kind of keep an eye on you. So if you kind of play too far into that fantasy, they can say, yo, what God?
Be back.
Discipline, man.
You understand?
Discipline, no, but you gotta think, bro. Like back in the day, gotta think in the war times and stuff when kids are going to school and that.
Yeah.
They are teachers giving them discipline, bruv. You know what I mean? Remember they're not, bruv. You're gonna get the mad ruler on your hands, slap, bow. You know what I mean? You're getting taken home by the actual teacher, by himself. You're getting taken home, bruv.
Yeah.
Discipline, and when you got home, your dad's gonna, you know what I mean? You know about it.
Yeah, different type of
Nowadays,
discipline.
Kids can get away with it. They get sent to a little different classroom, told them they're doing
Detention.
wrong. Yeah, and shit like that,
Exclusion.
bruv. Yeah, bruv.
Get
You know
sent
what I
to the
mean?
head teacher's office and the head teacher said, Johnny, be a good boy and send him back.
You know what I mean, but there's no discipline in all that shit. So you gotta think, as you said, back to kids are acting like cats, dogs, elephants, all this in school, because there's no discipline. There's no one there to tell them what's right or wrong, or you should be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, bruv.
There's no guidance, and it's kind of tricky. I'm not a parent, but obviously you're a parent. I don't know if you're a parent or not.
Nah, but we can all see from the outside, regardless if we're parents or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that 100%. So it seems like there's a battle between the powers that be, the system, and the parents. Do you understand? And because we live in a capitalist system where, unfortunately, mother and dad have to go out and earn their money for them to keep a roof over their head. So the kids are now left for schools to literally raise, mold them as they please.
Yeah.
So we know that we live in a society that is far left now, and they got particular agendas that they want to impart onto our children. And it's very difficult when the powers that be want to implement their plans, and for us as a community to kind of fight against that, because we're now living in a cancel culture. Anything you say against the left, or the far left, should I say, you're going to be ridiculed. Certain countries like Canada, they put certain laws out for free speech.
Yeah.
So you can't, if you misgender somebody, that could be seen as a hate crime and things like that. So it's getting very tricky, where us as a community have very limited options to kind of pull our children back into our homes and for us to raise our children. And I only see it getting worse, to be honest.
Yeah, man. So this is what I'm saying. Like we can see it getting worse, right? I'm a red-blooded male. My learned friend over here appeared to be a red-blooded male. So did these two young gentlemen, right? One thing before I carry on, you know what I mean, Alpha Boss a signature. Freedom on them. Come on, people. Like when I say, listen, many of you might not know why I say freedom on them. I'm not talking about man them in prison, right? I'm talking about man them actually living their true calling.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Man them need to wake up and stop taking the madness that's going on out here. Because even if, like for instance, right? Even if you want to say something, you feel like you can't.
Yeah.
It's no different to them teachers at school, where them youths are acting like all dogs and vampire bats and that. You understand? And even if I'm gonna say some, even if some of the teachers want to say, like, Nah,
That's nonsense.
That's nonsense.
Yeah.
You understand? Let me talk to you guys and boom, boom. You understand?
Mm.
Like this scenario, that teacher's probably going to lose their job.
Yeah.
You understand? That teacher's going to be under some kind of scrutiny. You understand? It's probably going to hard for them to get another teacher job because they're probably going to be blacklisted.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah, you know, because they're trying to, you know, if they're trying to correct the kids from, listen, this is what I know to be reality. You understand? This is what I know works. What you're doing, you know, can cause a long-term mental effect on you.
100%.
Right?
100%.
Whatever you choose to be in the future, that's you. Whether you choose to be a wildebeest, a buffalo, that's you.
Yeah.
But at this moment in time, I'm trying to protect you from yourself. You understand? And teachers at this moment ain't even got the ability to even say that or reinforce that. You understand? So this is what I'm saying. Even you yourself, we as men in society, right? If we see stuff don't make no sense, like you're trying to calculate it, compute it, and you're just receiving error codes. That's to tell you it don't make sense. It don't work. You understand? I'm not saying enforce like, you know, your beliefs onto people like that. But, you know, us as men, we can always stand up and say, listen, like, you're my friend. I know you're you. You get me? I know you like your youth to, you know, discover themselves and be free. But come on, Johnny, man.
100%.
Bro, like, your youths are moving mad, bro.
Just,
If you want me to even just, I know it's taking time out of my time, but even just once a week, bro, just come over, me and you take them and just, you know, try and work out something differently, fam. You understand? Right? People might not say, people will say, oh, it's not our job. You know, it's each to their own. But each to their own, this is what we end up with.
100.
You understand? This is all I'm saying. I don't know if you guys got any pushback or anything just to, you know, carry on top of that. You know what I mean?
It's very tricky. I 100% agree with you. We have to do certain things, but it's not working.
What?
Okay, just.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was a little bit loose at the bottom. Yeah. So yeah, we definitely have to do certain things behind the scenes because we can't do it at the forefront in the public because today's society has castrated men, where men can't really be men anymore. We have to be quiet. So yeah, I 100% agree with you. If you see that your neighbor's child is being a bit particular in a certain way, I have to watch what I say. Have a word with him. Do you know what I mean? Man to man, if that father's there. Do you understand? And that's the thing. A lot of these children, you have to, when you look at these videos, especially like with the drag queens dancing in front of children and things like that,
Crazy.
where are the fathers? They're all mothers in that video. You see the mothers taking their babies to. So this
Did you
is
not
the
see that
issue.
video?
We saw the video. It's
Did you not
mad.
see that video?
Bro, we reacted
like
to
a-
that
it's-
video.
it's like a-
What did you see on that video? Come, tell us. What did you see on that video?
I'm seeing a drag show
Don't
for
put the camera
kids.
on me, yeah?
A drag show for kids, innit?
Yeah.
Like I said, I gotta watch what I see as well. But it's like a drag show for kids, and the mothers is just sitting there calm, like it's like nothing's going on.
Like it's normal.
It's like it's normal, bruv. And I was shocked. I was like, how is this even on the internet, bruv?
That's what I'm saying.
What's going on? And then another prime example, is his name Sam Smith?
Oh, he's another one.
Bro,
He's another one.
done up.
Come on, man. Like, what's Sheila's opinion on that? Like, what's...
He's done up.
Come on, man. It's
Bro, like, all right then. You know what it is? I like where this topic is going, right? Because I'm glad that you brought that up because I kind of forgot about that. And this is what we do in society, right? These things come up, they gloss over, and we forget about them.
We disappear.
But guess what? Because we're adults and we are distracted because we're trying to get somewhere in life.
Yeah.
But the kids are not. You understand? They're seeing this.
That's what I'm saying.
They're feeding into this. And don't forget, one thing I notice is this, right? If you got a lot of following, right? Even if, like, say, for instance, some of your following don't agree with you, even if you're doing some heinous crime. And when I say real heinous, I don't even need to speak the word. As men, we can think what real heinous is, you know, certain things that you can do to women and do to kids. Out
Yeah,
there,
unspoken.
right?
Yeah.
Guess what? this is what's wrong with this generation, right? Some of your followers would actually defend you,
100%.
even though they see the videos, the pictures, the facts.
Yeah.
And don't forget, yes, stuff can be faked, right? But when it's legitimate, and you see them still,
Supporting them.
these lost souls still supporting these heinous,
So you
heinous
don't want to
madness.
believe it.
Do you understand where I'm coming from? Right? So, as I said, this is where the question comes in.
100%.
You understand? That Sam Smith question, that Sam Smith thing, right? Because I saw one Caucasian woman, you know, addressing it,
The
right?
Irish lady.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
what, in public, innit?
Yeah,
You're calling
bro.
them mad names.
Oh,
and
on the
that.
video on the street.
Yo, hey, it's
She went at him.
hey, if you can find that Sam Smith video, right, where some Irish woman,
I big up to
probably
whoever
type
she
in
is, man.
Irish woman that was going at Sam Smith, Irish woman arguing with Sam Smith.
That has to be
right?
said, though.
And then if you can bring it up on the big TV and whatever, right? All that would be good,
Yeah,
right?
whoever she is, man. Shout out to her, man.
Shout out to her.
100%,
You
bro.
understand?
Yeah, bro.
Because she said and she acted the way that a lot of people probably want to.
Yeah.
You understand where I'm coming
I
from?
know a lot of people want to speak out and say
And
it.
guess what? That was a female. I'm just saying.
Literally, bro.
But she
Right?
was old school.
Very much
She
so.
weren't part of this new generation. That's the thing.
yeah.
Ah, you see? You understand where I'm coming from?
She's seen it, been through it, bruv. So.
This is it. Because she knows that's not normal. That don't make
Yeah,
any
bro.
sense to anything.
You know what I mean?
You understand? Like, even the way he dressed at some of these award shows where
Leo has
man
just
was
come out of
wearing
an
some
Irish woman cussing out Sam
Xbox
Smith
thing.
insulting him.
It was
Are we going into the world where it's anime? Are we dressing like anime characters now?
Bruv.
You understand? And don't forget, as I said, right,
Going back to
these people
fantasy.
got a lot of followings. You understand? So our kids, just like we, grew up and seeing like flipping Spice Girls and Boys to Men and them kind of thing there. I say a man in the bedroom trying to get some Jerry curls and gel up. You get me? Like we are impressionable as kids. You understand where I'm coming from,
100%.
right? So if you're following these people and this is what they're projecting to you constantly, you understand?
Yeah.
It's a problem.
100.
And then you have to ask, where's the main problem? Where's the main source of the problem coming from? Who are subjecting the kids to these?
me. I can't lie.
Regardless, you know what? I'll let you chime in.
I realistically think it's this TikTok app that's mainly like got all these kids start acting brazy. Like obviously you said before, the fantasy and shit like that.
Yeah.
This TikTok app has got a huge part in it. Like
100%, man.
everything, like you can literally see anything on TikTok. It's crazy. Like that app is mad.
It's toxic, man.
Literally, the shit you see on there is crazy, and obviously how so many like young kids have access to it, because it's like obviously it used to be a kids app and it still is kind of thing.
Still is a kids app, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so why don't I want to say it's a kids app anymore? I'll be real. For the shit you see on there, it's mad. But yeah, I think TikTok has got a huge part in all of these kids moving mad and that.
Yeah.
And seeing all of this Sam Smith shit and all of this. Yeah, I think TikTok, man, it's got a huge part in it still.
Not even just that, not even the Sam Smith stuff, just to see the stuff alone you see on TikTok.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just crazy. Like, you see people going live, but you see they got no viewers, bro. They got like one viewer, and then you click on it, you're like, what is going on here,
Yeah,
bro?
trust me, these.
People are like doing something crazy on their live.
Nah, it's mad. It's mad.
What's that nutty girl that got sectioned?
Chelsea.
Yeah, what's her name?
These
though, on
different
TikTok?
influencers. Have you heard of Cheyenne and Modine and all of them, man?
I've heard of Cheyenne.
Cheyenne,
Yeah, like,
these lot,
that's
and these lot
another-
get
that's-
so
yeah.
many views.
That's
and
another prime
all of these
example,
people
YT.
looking into them. It's just crazy.
Yeah, like YT said, man, that's another prime example. This Cheyenne and Modine and all these people. A lot of people from London, the UK, are tuning into these people and actually watching it, like,
Real shit.
and they're thinking this, bro. There's one video in it that my Marjay showed me from Cheyenne. Yeah, I don't even want to say too much on the camera, but it's you're going about your business. You want to go toilet, whatever, but you don't need to share it with TikTok, bro.
They're showing them going to the bathroom.
Yeah,
on
bro.
TikTok.
Is that what you think is crazy?
Just sitting on the toilet, doing your business on TikTok live, just plop, 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 plop.
Wow.
I'm thinking, bro, that's okay to just share with people. Right? Is that all right now?
She's
like,
done so way more than that, bro. I'm telling you. She is like
people
the
are
thing
getting
is she records it.
sections. People are getting sections from TikTok because
Yeah.
it's turning them mad. Yeah, that Chelsea Lee, she
she
got
got
sectioned from TikTok. Do you get me? So it's just TikTok is dangerous, innit? That's all I gotta say to people. I'm saying
Real
just
shit.
be aware of what you see on TikTok.
Who you're following and
Yeah,
that.
man. Just who
mad.
you're following and just be careful, man. That's all I gotta say about TikTok. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
You know, is it just TikTok or the whole of social media? Because
It's the whole of
You
social
you see
media.
on Facebook, you see on YouTube.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I mean? You see on
not a lot of people
Twitter.
go on Facebook though.
You know what I mean? You see on Discord.
Twitter
You
is
see on Reddit.
Yeah.
Like,
Twitter is
you
crazy
see
as well.
on the whole of the internet
nah, you're true,
platform,
man.
the
Yeah.
dark web, the light web, if there's such a thing,
Hey,
the
dark
green
web.
web.
Right.
Sorry, the rainbow web.
Right.
You know, there must be a rainbow. I'm just saying, okay. You can try and cancel me
Just
for that, but
imagine
guess what?
this.
It won't work.
Just imagine this. We only access 3% of the internet. We're only allowed to access. Well, technically, we're only allowed to access 3% of the web. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The dark web, deep web, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
is the other 97% of the web.
Yeah.
What is literally got everything on there. And obviously, I'm sure all of you are aware what's on the dark web, deep
Yeah.
web.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like we ain't got access to all of it. But if you go onto the deep web, then you'll really see what the world is like. Do you know what I mean? It will open your eyes. Personally, I've been on there myself.
Yeah.
I got scarred. I got scarred when I went on there, innit? The first time I ever went on there, I got scarred. Scarred from the things I've seen. But a lot of the stuff's been banned on there now, innit? So you can't see a lot of the stuff you saw back in 2015, back in 2014.
Yeah.
A lot of it's got banned.
Yeah,
But you can still access a lot of bad shit on there. Do you know what I mean? So
That's mad.
it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, in a second. You know what it is? I need to bait him up enough. I need to bait him up. People, if you heard any discrepancies in the sound, listen. I read. My camera guy is moving mad, you know, fam. Yeah? Like I tell him what to do. You know what I mean? He's doing madness up here. You know what I mean? Like, let me show you what to do. Like, you can literally start switching me while you're pulling down the volumes. You understand? Yeah, start switching me while you're pulling down the volume. Switch, pull down. You get me? Make sure that's... Bro, don't forget the thingy over there, man. Hey, bro, this guy, show us the Sam Smith.
Is anti-Christian and woke views. She also has the strongest Irish accent I've ever heard. Here's the clip.
Yeah, this the video. We were just having a little technical difficulty.
Listen, we ain't having no technical. Switch it back. Come on, you need to move quick, fam. Listen, don't worry about that, man. Like, I really need to run through. Listen, people.
You can add it later inside.
Yeah, but this is probably going to be live where it's probably going to get most of the views. You know what I mean?
You know what it is? I think where you
The
jumped up,
charger.
you unplugged it.
Oh, Lord. This is absolutely mad. Switch the camera on these guys. Let's, the next topic, do men want good women or just quick access?
To be honest, I reckon 80% of men just want quick access. Why I say that, because a lot of these men nowadays, yeah, they run through so much women, they don't know which woman, is right for them. So they're gonna have all these women in their heads thinking, "Rah, which one's this?" They're gonna be comparing all of them. Do you know what I mean? And the people that ain't had a lot of relationships, the 20%, they're gonna be looking for real relationships, man, because they ain't had bare women in their life or this, that. So they can't really compare this woman to the last, saying, "Oh, rah, she's better than my last girl because she does this better or she does that better." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
let me ask you a question. Do you think it matters where the man is in his put my teeth back in? Does it matter where the man is at a particular stage in his life? So would you say like the younger men want easy access, but as you get older, you want something more meaningful?
Yeah, man, because obviously that's a good question, because whilst you're young, obviously your mind's not fully mature, your brain's not, you know what I mean, you're still young, you're gonna have things, you know what I mean, but obviously as you get older, you're more experienced, you're more mature, you know what you want, do you know what I mean, you know what you want in life, you know what you want to settle down now, like, at a young age, you ain't gonna want to settle down with a wife and kids at flipping 18, 19, you know what I mean, you want to have fun, you want to be blowing steam wherever you're going, do you know what I mean, but as you get older, you're going to realise, rah, man, I can't be doing this. I'm too old. I'm going to end up having a heart attack soon, bro. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I think at a certain point in your life, especially as a man, it gets boring because there's nothing new. Do you understand?
100%.
At a certain point, Kitty is just Kitty. Do you understand? You, the more you have, the more you start looking at the person that actually owns the kitty.
Yeah.
Rather than just smashing anything you want.
100%.
For me personally, I think it's twofold. There's some men out there, when they're younger, they don't mind relationships. But on the other hand, if easy access is there, we're not going to reject it. Do you understand?
Yeah,
if there's food on the plate and it's offered, we're going to eat. Do you understand?
If there's food on the plate, you're going to eat it.
Exactly. So, exactly. So I think I have to be diplomatic, you know what I mean?
100%, bro.
Yo, listen to these hungry lions. Yo, when I'm saying hungry lions, we are hunters, so believe I am not discriminating at all. I am one of them hungry lions.
See them in my ground.
In
my ground like a lion,
Come on, man. Man ain't gonna move like no little bear out here.
Hey.
I'm just saying, listen. Hey, listen. Because obviously people I was off screen because there was one or two technical difficulties.
Like I said before.
And yeah, man. Because it seems to be a thing right now where men are talking about there are no good women, just like our women are talking about there's no good men, primarily more on the women's side, where probably 90% of them are talking about where's all the good men.
Yeah.
You understand? So this is why I asked the question. You understand? Are men actually looking for good women, to commit to? Or are they really looking quick access? I just want somebody to beat, whether it's just a one girl and I tell it what it needs to hear so I can have regular access. You understand where I'm coming from? Like this is what I want to know. What are you looking for, if you're even looking for? Are you looking for a good gal? Or are you looking just to clap cheeks?
Nah, bro, I can't lie. I've gone past all of that, man.
Talk to me, fam.
Even though I'm only 18.
Because you're younger, I want to understand where the youngers are coming from.
I've gone past all of that, man. I can't even lie. Me personally, I'd want to settle down still. Obviously, it's different for everyone.
Shit is lying.
Nah, big man thing, bro. Big man thing.
Yo, bro knows you better.
I'll be real, I'm his older brother is lying, innit?
But with no one from Izzy, though. That's what I'm saying. I'll say that for a fact. Fuck that.
Hey, listen, Tay. When I was your age, YT, sorry, my bad. that I was trying to say. YT.
You messed up.
Yeah, but you can call me Tell for short, so yeah, don't worry. Listen, YT, when I was your age, yeah, all I wanted to do was just rump steak.
Mm.
Rump steak, rump steak, rump steak, yeah?
Mm.
But now, I won't call myself a hoe or whatever, this, that, but
A
I've done-
gigolo. A gigolo. Men don't use the term.
call me
oh,
a gigolo, you know. I'm
Gigolo.
dead, listen.
Bam bam bigolo.
Nah, I'll be real, like, I'm as I'm passing on from that question, I'm trying to settle down, bro. I'll be real, like, I've been through all of that. Like, realistically, have been through all of that, you get it?
How old are you now?
Me, I'm 24, bro, so...
Okay, I hear you.
I've been through all of that, bro. You get it? So, yeah, man. Like, I've been living on my own since 14, bro. Do you know what I mean? So, and just, yeah, bro. Man's I had to mature up from early. You know what I mean? Since I was moving on my own since 14, I had to mature up quick, boy. So, since I was 16, I knew what I wanted. Do you know what I mean? And I knew from there I'm gonna be an artist and I'm gonna be big.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So yeah.
So like, in the like you say, you know, you knew to yourself what you wanted to become. You knew your purpose. Like that's your purpose, right? Don't you like, for instance, think like, for instance, if you know you was to make it and you was to have a wifey, don't you think that would kind of stunt your growth a bit? Because she maybe would be looking for too much attention, or she would be getting jealous because, you know, like you're naturally going to garner attention from other females. You understand? Wouldn't you think that would be like, you know, kind of stopping you from like getting to that proper destination where you can get to?
Yeah. See on that one, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're loyal to the soil, innit?
Yeah.
Then you can block that out, man. You can ignore that, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like, you ain't gotta. If you see all that attention and just like, rah, these girls are flying at me, bruv, then you ain't loyal. You don't know what you want, bruv. You ain't ready to settle down. Do you know what I mean? But if you're in that situation and then if you're thinking that's gonna stunt your growth, bruv, it's not, bruv. You know what you want, innit? Then nothing's gonna get in your way, innit?
Okay.
Simple as that, bruv.
Okay, I hear you. You get me. But like, you was just about to.
Yeah. I just wanted to touch on the previous, not subject, but part of the topic we were talking about.
Yeah, of course.
Where do men want real women or good women versus easy access? Like I was telling the guys here, men typically want both.
Yeah.
And it also depends on what part of the stage of their life they're in. I can't get that sentence out.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Depends what stage of life they're in.
Yeah.
So when you're younger, between let's say 16 and 25, you just want to be out there, chop whatever you can. Do you understand?
100%.
But if you find a good girl, you wouldn't mind settling down. Do you understand? So with me, I think that a role of a man is to attain women. A role of a woman is to retain that man. Do you understand? So most of the time we'll go out there, we'll deal with this girl, that girl. But when we come across something different, we want to make her wifey. So I really think it's the duty of the woman to tie that man down.
100%.
Do you understand? But today we live in a, what should I call it? A hookup culture.
Yeah.
And again, I don't want to sound like I'm bashing women, but again, women control the access to sex, men control the access to relationships and marriages.
Yeah.
So the hookup culture has to be primarily on the women. We have to hold them accountable for it because they thought that being sexually liberated was a good thing for them.
Yeah.
But it was at their own detriment.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because now it's easier to get sex than it's ever been in the world. Do you understand? In human history. So women can only blame themselves for saying, there's no good men out there, because like I was saying before, if there's food on the table, men are going to eat. That's what our nature is.
Yeah.
So if you're going to free it up, you're not going to find quote unquote good men, because men are sexual beings. Do you understand? If you want to keep a man, try to kind of hold your value as long as you can. Vet the man. Do you understand?
And I hear what you're saying as well. You get me, but like, you see, like just to touch up on what you say, right? Just like when women say, you know, there's no good men, like most of the time I ask them, like, what is a good man to you? Like, genuinely.
question.
You're saying there's no good men. And I could just even just look around in the vicinity. I'm looking around talking to you, and seems like there's a lot of good men about.
There's plenty of good men out there.
But what are you classing as a good man? Because, you know what I mean? Like, you have sexual access. How are you telling me that you're coming through all these?
Yeah. 100%.
Whether it's dating or you're clapping cheeks, because it's not every time women go on dating, you know what I mean? Whether you're dating or clapping cheeks, how, why are we seeing two different things? I'm just saying, you get me. So so this good man theory, this good man myth. Yeah, I mean, I think it should literally just kind of go away now as a myth about where's all the good men gone. Like somebody told me the other day, you probably heard it online. All the good men, women are in your flipping friend zone.
Good point.
Oh, shit.
They're right there, sitting there, lying there, waiting for the moment. But guess what happens now? Right? Their moment comes, but they realize they have a sudden realization. They still want to clap the cheeks because they've been waiting long enough, some of them. But they have a realization like, raw, like, what am I doing, bro?
100%.
I waited so long for this, and this is all it was. So meanwhile you're out there wasting your time, you know, sifting through what you would call trash because you break up with them and claim to they're trash, right? Hey, have a deep look in your friends zone. I'm just seeing.
Some Mary Jane situation.
You get me?
Spider-Man Mary Jane
Yeah,
situation right there.
there's some
cuz, I mean,
funny
bro.
Peter Parkers out there that will definitely, you know,
Listen, my
devote
man
their
been waiting
lives
for
to
years,
you.
bruv.
I'm not saying they should, but there's some Peter Parkers that would devote their lives to you.
100%, bruv.
You get me? But nah, man, I think, you know what it is? Ty's right when he says, you know what I mean, from saying sexual liberation, you know what I mean, women didn't know what they got themselves into, right? Because basically the protection chain got switched for oppression now. You understand? Right? Because I personally think, this is a theory of mine, I don't know if it's true, but work with me on this, right? You see what women call oppression? Oh, men are oppressing women. Oh, from way back in the day, slavery and men oppressing women. I literally think that was protection.
100%.
You understand? Protecting them from their inherent nature that they don't even know about themselves. You understand where I'm coming from? Right? Because you can see what happens now when those chains got switched and lifted.
Yeah.
They went sexually crazy. They start coercing. Coercing for money. Coercing for whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Words to put themselves in power and positions. Because they realize, they always known, in a sense, you understand, because women pass down the knowledge how important your body is. Right? And in this day and age, women are using their body to, you know, garner status and, you know, some form of, you know what I mean, commodity and
That's what their body is literally.
month to
these days.
month paycheck type of thing. You understand? But they're not realizing in the long run it's gonna have a detriment.
Of course.
You understand? And it's a shame when they realize then. You understand? So as I'm saying, what they thought was, you know, oppression, realistically to me, it looked like it was protection. Because then we had, you know, obviously now we don't really have communities, but you have brothers and, you know, dads and uncles, some of us, you know, not all women, but majority do.
Yeah.
You understand? That you can still go to for these type of advice and, you know what I mean, into finding a decent partner for yourself. You understand? Because now these days, honestly, what you said earlier, you understand? If man's looking flashy on TikTok, man's got the following on TikTok. Come, babe, if you got the following on social media, believe you're clapping cheeks, fam.
100%.
You understand? You get a blue tick, yo, the game's done. The game is done. You get a blue tick, the game is done. And this is the day and age we live in, where women value themselves that low, and they want us to value them highly. You understand where I'm coming from? So, like, where's the disparity? Like, what am I missing?
Literally.
The
100%.
thing is, society has always put women on a pedestal.
Yeah.
And rightly so. but to a point where it's got that ego at all time high, and women fail to remember that they're born with their value, where men have to go out in the world and earn their value. Do you understand? So, especially in the dating market, so they think that them putting themselves on OnlyFans or being sexually liberated and just throwing it out there is gonna benefit the man they want in the long run. So if you want kids or you want a husband, you having a whole catalogue of news online or a multitude of bodies on your resume is not going to look good for your future children, and you're more than likely not going to hang around when you get married, because we know that when women have sex, they release a hormone that allows them to pair bond with their partner. So if she's going out there to have multiple bodies, each partner she has, the less likely she is to bond with the following partner.
Yeah.
Men also release this hormone, but we don't release this hormone until we actually spend enough time with her and we fall in love with her, and then we start pair bonding, because our testosterone kind of voids it out. It kind of suppresses that the hormone, bonding hormone.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question to everyone: does body count matter to you? As if you were looking for a woman, would her body count matter to you?
What you got to say about that one?
Yeah. Why I say that? Oh man,
What's the highest? Let's say, do you think 10 is more than?
yeah.
willing to cope with?
It depends. Like
How old are you again?
24.
Okay, so let's say you got to you wanted to date a woman of 24 years old, and her body count was 10. Is that acceptable? Is that too much?
Yo, let's get down to the reals. Y'all men here speaking.
Nah, bro. I'll be honest with you, man. I can't accept that, man.
That's too much.
Yeah, it's too much for me, bro. Too much for me, man.
Okay.
Too much for me. What about you?
24. Let's say she was 24. I would say that's too much. But I'm
much.
36, so I would say
That's acceptable.
that's the threshold. You understand?
Yeah. That's the
Anywhere
the
above
limit.
that, I'm gonna start questioning it. Do you understand?
100%.
But so again, I think it depends on what age the woman is as well.
100%.
Hey,
And
hold up. Look a youngster ain't answered it.
I
Does
can't
body
lie.
count matter,
More
fam?
time, I'll be real to you. More time, I actually didn't really care until you said what you said about the bonding thing and how obviously the more bodies they have, the less chance that they have to bond with someone in it. That's that's real shit. I can't lie. I thought about that one.
And also, she will compare you to the last man.
Yeah, that's
So
what
if
I'm
she's
saying.
had a plethora of bodies, she's going to be comparing you
challenging it.
to that whole list. Do you understand? And she's more than likely not going to be happy if you don't tick every single box, because she's going to be like, oh, Dave had this going for him and blah blah had this.
Exactly that.
And if you're missing one thing out of that whole list of men, she's more likely to walk away.
So let me ask you too, man, because you said, you've clapped cheeks. You know what I mean? I don't know what you did. But is the camera on me? Yeah. He said, you said you've clapped enough cheeks and, you know what I mean, you're ready for a good woman, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
And, like, similar vibes, right? So, like, what's too much of a body count for you to be like, you know what? Like, okay, you know what? Let me ask a better question than that, right? If she's a good woman giving you 70 to 90% of what you want, but our body count is like, say, between, I'll go easy, between 20 and 60. Between 20 and 60.
That's
right? No, listen to me. Listen to me, guys. Listen to me. You have to understand. You have to understand. You have to understand, right? What I'm explaining to you is probably girls between the age of flipping 16 and maybe 20 or 23 or something like that. They're racking up them body counts. You understand where I'm coming from, and it's not a joke. So I'm trying to be realistic.
Yeah.
You understand where I'm coming from? There's chicks over here racking, bro. Like I did a video reaction with a chick racking up over 2,000 body counts, 2,000 bodies,
Jesus help me, man.
How old was she?
2,000 bodies.
How is that even possible?
I don't even care how old she is. Actually, it don't matter. Like
and-
2000.
It doesn't even matter.
Bro,
At
she
this point.
started from 12, bro.
Yeah, safe.
You understand?
Sick.
And I'm talking both man and girl. So it's not just man. You understand where I'm coming from? Yeah. So trust me. And I personally know somebody that's racked up over 250 bodies.
Male or female?
Female. And I personally know a male cousin of mine, actually. Yeah. That's racked up. You know what it is? About 8 years ago, it was about 350. That's all I can say. About 8 years ago, it was about 350. And he keeps bragging about it. You understand? So that was then. And we know him to be a jealous like that. You understand? So we dare not even question. Sometimes, man would just turn up with one girl and he would drive away, come up with the next thing, 5, 6 girls throughout the day. You're thinking, how the hell is this man doing this, bro? You understand? So man, let me kind of learn from them, man, how they do their thing, and you know, they sit down, they tell you, say, listen, this is how, you understand where I'm coming from. Right? But I'm just saying, right? You know, body count could be, you know what I mean? So, like, if a girl is giving you, you know, 70 to 90% of what you want, and a body count is between 30 to 60, right? Would you take it? Would you take her on as wifey? Or would you say, like, nah, like, allow the street, skip that. You need to go down to the subway.
Underground.
Hey, come on, give me my thing. Give me my thing.
Hey.
I'm just a messenger.
Don't shoot. I'm telling you, like, my cameraman is moving weird. Like, he's too high. He's too high.
Fred, bro.
He's fried. But nah, like,
Oh, yeah,
honestly.
it's a Subway Surfer thing, man. She gotta be
Subway
Subway
surfer.
surfing, man.
But, bro, she's like,
I don't care. She's
What-
giving me 90 to 95.
what woman out here, this day and age, right, is giving you 70 to 90% of what you require as a man, right? But her body count, we could say nowadays days is kind of low to mid range. Yeah, in this day and age, like, this is what we call low to mid range body count. You understand where I'm coming from? But she's giving you, and she's gonna be loyal and devote the rest of her life to you, whatever you want.
But I don't understand how that's gonna work if she's run through 30 to 60 man. If she's gonna lay down
Yeah,
70 to 90%, say example, fuck it, she just says 90%, I'm laying down the whole thing, I'm gonna be loyal. How can you still even trust that?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
she's still run through 30 to 60 man. She can still compare, like what he says.
Yeah.
She can still compare you to John, Eddie, Ben, Bob. Do you know what I mean, bro?
Goes on and on.
Do you know what I mean? The list goes on, bro. So I personally don't believe that yeah, man, that's a fairy tale to me still.
But what if you what if you're like the epitome, like you've surpassed Bob? What if like I've obviously been a little bit of a comedian now, but what if you surpass Bob? Because I'm saying, right, like, to get 70 to 90% out of a modern day woman, I even have to get up out of my chair for this, right? For what a man is requiring from a woman, and believe you me, it's even high of a man's requirement to even try and require that much from a woman. You know what I mean? We're not greedy like that. You get me? You know what I mean? You just be fit, feminine, friendly, you know, feed us with some food, and just like give us alone the viscous innards. Mainly just give us alone the viscous innards, cook some good food. No, say that you're gonna be a good parent to our child. You get me? And like, you know, the rest kind of just, you know what I mean? Obviously there's more to it, but I'm just saying, like,
As long as I can have 2 wives, bruv, then yeah, let's do it.
but I thought
2 waves.
Yeah, as long as I can have 2 wives, And that one that else run through 30 to 60, man. Yeah, she can do my. She can be loyal and clean my dishes and make me food and this that.
She's the maid.
I need a second woman that ain't run through 30 to 60 bobs and this that. Do you know what I mean?
So like why? So like, because what I'm hearing, right? You're discarding the high percentage, you know, like in like success rate, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, if she is true to her word and does what she says or whatever, right? You're discarding that because her body count is kind of like average nowadays days. So I'm asking what inside of you as a man is making you kind of disregard that total treatment for like, yo, like your body count is kind of, it's messing with my mental. Like I can't, I see you for who you are. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like that is messing with my mental. Like it's making like, what is making you like
you said on the messing with my mental state. Yeah. It's like, imagine you're having sex. Yeah, you're doing your thing. You're in love with her.
Yeah.
She's in love with you. But imagine in the back of your mind while she's clapping it, like, bro, what if she's actually thinking about next man instead of me?
Ooh.
Do you know what I mean? Like, she could be thinking in the back of her head, right, yeah, next man. But you're literally in there like, oh, I love this girl. This is mine, this is me forever.
Yeah.
But in the back of your mind, you're thinking, what if she's actually thinking about next man? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's why I say that's sort of making me discard it, innit?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, just want to touch on that, and then I'm going to bring it back a bit. Men are very prideful and egotistic.
Yeah.
Rightly so. Like he was just saying, if you're sleeping with your missus now, all of that's going to be playing in your head, and that's going to mess with you mentally.
100%.
But you have to remember that mind blank.
Yeah.
mind blank. But let me go back. Yeah. For me personally, that's too high for a body count, because when a woman attains that many bodies, she's emotionally and mentally compromised.
Yeah.
So even though she's giving you that 60 to 90% or that 70 to 80% of what you want, the likelihood of her staying around or even giving you peace is very minimal in percentage wise. You understand? You have to, as men, we're very logical thinkers, so we have to weigh up the risk versus reward. And when a woman has that many bodies, the risk is greater than the reward.
100%.
You understand?
So let me ask a pick me question then. Alright, call me a pick me. I know you probably tuned in. Let me ask I think it probably would be a call me a pick me. So like in this day and age, because women are not going to disclose their body count because they truly know how important it is, right? You might find the exception, right? So like a woman don't disclose her body count, then like how are you going to decipher like well, go on. You understand? So this is why I asked them question there. You're getting 90% of the treatment. You know, understand? She ain't gonna disclose her body count. You get me? So as a man, like, how do you embark on this journey? How do you know? How do you know to trust this woman? How do you know, like, oh shit, like, yeah, she's probably slept with 10 bodies when it's like 60, like, you know. So this is what that question potentially led to.
It comes down to experience.
Yeah.
And for me personally, I think it's an issue when a woman has a high body count versus a man having a high body count. Because men need to know the nature of a woman.
100%.
So he doesn't become a simp and gets played. So when you are dating women, sleeping with women, whatever, interacting with women, you need to gain some sort of knowledge and experience about your counterpart.
100%.
So when you're vetting a woman, you don't have to actually ask her, what's your body count? You can gauge it by
experience.
Yeah, you can gauge it by certain traits she shows you. Do you understand?
What? How she sucked the long pole and hit me how she chow back the dunya. Hit me how she butter up the bread.
That was thanks for saying that, because you brought me back to the point I had a brain fart. So yeah, with men, we don't want a woman that has sexual experience. The less sexual experience she has, the better, because you know that she's got a low body count.
Yeah.
So that ties into how could you tell? Do you understand? So if you're in the bedroom with her and she's doing all these mad tricks, you understand? you know that she's experienced and she's had a good few. Do you understand?
100%, man, 100%.
So it also matters.
The thing with 2 hands and doing some corkscrew things.
Stop.
Listen. Hey, I'm just. You're thinking, hold up. But I thought you said you'd never.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've never nyammed before.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Friday back.
What?
She's giving you that Glock 3000. Do you know what I mean? What you say from the double twist? What you say that twist of faith? Sorry, I don't mean to call you.
Mad.
Oh shit.
That's so crazy, bro.
Hey, she giving you the twist.
Go on to piss. Oh yeah.
That twist.
Hey, shit.
Hey, compose yourself.
Wow, they actually brought tears to my eyes.
Oh shit.
I appreciate that. I ain't legit had tears come to my eyes in a hot minute. Oh wow. That guac. Listen, where you people getting these things from? I heard about the guac.
Shit.
Anyway, I got stories, but that's probably for another time. But now, carry on my life.
Yeah. Shit. So yeah, you can tell by certain traits and characteristics that she will have. So, for example, if she's very flirtatious, you can tell that she likes men. Do you understand? If she's the one where you have to tell your woman to deal with a man that's in her DMs a certain way, if you have to teach your woman how to reject men on street, if she doesn't automatically know that, she's not going to be loyal. Do you understand? We shouldn't have to teach a
Never
woman.
have to tell him something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, never.
Do you understand?
Gotta read them red flags straight away, man.
That's my point exactly. So yeah, there's a few red flags you can spot to know that a woman has a high body count.
So would you class one of the red flags of her dressing provocatively? You understand? Posting provocative pictures on social media, for
100%.
instance. Let me break down provocative, because maybe some of you might think totally naked or whatever. I mean, like half naked, like say, you know, exposing the boobs, and we know what that can do to a man. You know what I mean? Pulling up certain tight things so the camel toe can be breached past its limits, protruding like it's literally 3D. The thing is protruding. The thing is, you might know what I'm talking about. You understand? And wearing them tight things to have the battage or looking like raw, like what's going on out here? And them things, they were, I would have man them looking, even though man would kind of be like,
You get me? 100%, yeah.
You understand where I'm coming from? So, you know what I mean? So she don't need to be totally like short skirt, but I mean showing flesh where it's enticing to males. Like, would you say that's too much for you to handle?
Like, if you can control your woman and tell her, like example, if you just got with her and she's doing that, and you can control her and say, yo, don't do that, delete them posts, pattern it up, cover that skin, go with it, man. Know what I mean? Because I've had that experience myself. You know what I mean? I've had girl all over like posting in their bikinis and that and all this, that. Even when it's not even summer, bruv, it's in the winter, they're posting in bikinis. I'm thinking, bruh, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But if you can control it and say, yo, like, don't be doing that, delete them posts now, cover up that skin, bruv, you know what I mean? You can control it.
Yeah, but
No, I'm not saying in controlling is in like controlling freak, but I'm saying you can handle the situation.
now, like us as like you know, intellectualish Ty's over intellectual. He's like a computer over there. So, us three, intellectualish. You know what I mean? But nah, as gentlemen here, I think we understand what you mean about controlling the situation, because obviously if she respects you as a leader and you being the leader, you must gain control. You understand where I'm coming from?
I think the best word to use is influence. You can influence her to do certain things, especially like we were saying before, especially if you can influence your woman where you can let her go out, do you understand? And already, she knows that when she's outdoors, she's representing you as well.
100%,
do you understand? And this unity that we have. So
That's why it goes very deep into, as my learned friend Ty said over here, vetting is it's very important. Vetting as a man, the woman, you're looking to bear children with and potentially spend between 10 to 18 years, primarily. That's how long most of the time it lasts in a decent relationship. And if you're a woman, obviously do the same thing, don't just be giving up your vagina willy-nilly. The lower your body count is, it's actually better for you, because, you can't continuously lie. It would protrude, especially to that tightening of the camel toe. You understand? You understand where I'm coming from, you get me? But nah, man, we didn't hear you on that, you know what I mean? If gal is dressed in a certain way, you understand, but is that a red flag for you? Because now the reason I brought that up, right? In the modern dating market, what are the likeliest chance you're gonna find a certain type of woman, that even remotely gives you even 30 to 40% of what you want? You understand where I'm coming from? You know what I mean? So as I'm saying, is dressing a certain type of way for you, still on advertisement, meanwhile they're in a relationship with you, is that a red flag for you, or like a no-go area for you?
A little bit still, yeah, of course. Obviously, I think it comes down to self-respect as well. You can't be posting mad shit like that on your story, and what, just to expect heart eyes or something from boys. What is it? Just give you a buzz or something? I don't get it. But even when it comes to the controlling thing, though, some girls out here obviously don't be a control freak over your gal.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
If you don't show obviously, because some men think, cool, I don't want to be a control freak, so they don't show mad, I don't know, if you don't try to control your girl like that,
they a certain level
they might think
of
you don't
authority.
care. Do you know what I'm saying?
boundaries.
Yeah.
If you don't show a certain type of way to your girl, I don't know, not be a little bit controlling, she might think you're not caring. You know what I'm saying? She might think, oh, this guy don't care about me, or this and that. So it just comes down to that. Sometimes you can either be cool too controlling, or you don't do anything at all. Do you know what I'm saying?
You have to find that fine balance.
Yeah,
between the two.
you have to literally,
Wow,
But the thing is,
go on.
it's kind of tricky. I think you can tell a lot, not totally everything, but you can tell a lot by a woman or female's social media.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
100.
Yeah.
Because like we were saying, if she's dressing provocative, there's a high possibility that she might be of that particular group of women. Do you understand? But on the other hand, we know that attention for women is currency. They love attention from men.
Receive that for now, innit?
Whether it be sexual attention, as in giving it up, or just men just simping over them, telling that they're beautiful and oh my gosh, all this kind of stuff. Women like attention, full stop. So a woman can be a virgin, but have a social media that's a bit tricky. Do you understand? So again, you have to take everything into consideration and vet them properly, all areas. But again, if you act a certain way, I don't want to use certain words, you understand? So I have to pause. If you act a certain way, you're going to be treated a certain way. So for me, I would say dress how you want to be addressed. Do you understand? So, and especially you have to look at her friends as well. If she's got a lot of single friends and her friends are 3 or 4s, even though she might not be a 3 or 4, because you're hanging around with that, real good men find it hard to pick out the good ones amongst 3 or 4s. You understand? So you have to realize who you're hanging around with as well.
Yeah. I definitely see what you're saying. You get me? But for instance, obviously we want women to, you know, like, what would you do as a man? Because obviously we know respect is key. You know what I mean? If you're looking to gain, you know, control as a leader, you understand? You know what I mean? Because I'm not like some of my learned friends here that would use certain words to, you know what I mean, calm a situation down. You know what I mean? I'm wildfire. God damn, I'm wildfire. No, I'm just messing.
Hey, that's fun. Yeah.
I'm messing. But I'm saying, right, in order to garner a woman's respect, right, like, what would you be doing as a man? Because, you know, like, you know, some men out there, whether they're black pill, red pill, right, blue pill, right, or even rainbow pill. You get me? Because everybody got some kind of cheeks they want to clap, whether you agree with it or not. Whether you agree with it or not, as I said, whether you agree, and each to their own is messing up the world. So let's get rid of that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, right? Like, what would what would you do what would you be doing as a man to garner her respect, so you can, you know, lead with the control that you want to, you know, have a successful or a committed long-term relationship. You understand? Because it's all good saying, you know, what we expect, you know what I mean, from, you know, the woman when it comes to loyalty, trust, you know what I mean, respect, and, you know what I mean, cook food and regular viscous innards. You understand? Or if you're on your period, I would take some, you know what I mean, I would wait. Get ready. Get ready. Right? You get me? I would deal with the, you know, the jugulars. Yeah. You're terrible. He's terrible. Don't shoot. I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot. But you should have pressed it. You understand? You understand? You know, and as I said, the list of what, like, majority of men want ain't a lot.
No.
Let's be honest. Like, but what are you giving for, especially the respect? Because you know, from a woman respect you, and she's willing to follow you with your vision, it definitely goes a long way.
100%.
So what are you doing as a man to garner this type of respect from a woman?
Oh, just loyalty, treat her right, everything, man. Everything that a woman and a man should expect, anyways, man. In a relationship, you know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Like, loyalty means everything to me. I got it tatted on my arm, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. It all comes down to loyalty with me, bro. I'll be honest with you.
All right. So for instance, you're being loyal to her. You understand? You know, she's giving you like 30-40% of what you desire as a man. Do you think that's enough for even a traditional or modern woman? Just you producing loyalty.
Yeah, bro, because that's all a woman needs, really, bro. Like, once you got loyalty, then everything else comes with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can go on and say love, this, that, but you need loyalty first. Do you know what I mean? Once you got the loyalty there, then you can start trusting you. You can do this, you can do that.
You need to know if they're gonna stick with you for you.
You know what I mean? So,
okay, so that's what you as a man is offering. There's no protection. You know, there's no provision. You know, there's no guidance. There's no this is what I'm talking about. Like, I want you guys to, you know, like, name some stuff. Like,
right,
what
cool,
are you
like,
providing for this level of respect from a woman? Because, like, the reason I ask, like, men out here probably think, by not sleeping with another woman, that's just enough to keep a woman, you know, and garner her respect to lead her. You understand where I'm coming from? Some man might just listen to that and think, loyalty, shit, that's enough. So this is what I'm saying.
To go into more detail, like you said, man, like, loyalty, obviously, like I said, it starts from there, but like you said, protection, this, that, it all comes with it, you know what I mean? You got to protect your woman at all times, bruv. You got to she's got to know that you're going to protect her, even if 5 guys come with knives at you, bruv. Do you know what I mean? You're going to stick by her and you're going to Do you know what I mean? What else, man? Guidance, like you said with guidance, bruv. Like, you can just guide her in the right path. If she's going down the wrong thing, she's working or something, you can guide her into the right path. Like, say, yo, this ain't the right work for you, this is the right work for you. Or, yeah, man, bruv, just make sure you treat your woman right, innit? Because I lost a lot of girl for not treating them right, you know what I mean? And
But-
it made me realize, hey,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things to come with a relationship to make it stay. You know what I mean?
I definitely agree. There's a lot of things definitely come with a relationship to definitely, have a long term, relationship. But yeah, man. How about you, YT? Like, to garner a woman's respect, you know what I mean? Like, obviously that respect, comes a long way. You know what I mean? Like, what would you be offering?
I literally just agree with everything my man said. I'll be real. He literally just said it for me.
Yeah.
I'll be real to you. Literally everything
Okay,
that he
like
said, I
brother,
agree
like
with.
brother, yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, from the older. You get me? How about you over there, Ty, man? Hit me.
Yeah, so if you got a woman that you truly love and respect,
Yeah.
because that's important, because men tend to not protect or provide for women they don't really like. Do you understand? Or love.
Kind of beg to differ. I know directly what you're saying. I know directly what you're saying, but the reason I beg to
Go on.
differ, in case other people might take it a different way.
Yeah.
I
Right.
can relate to that, though. I can relate to
Right?
that. Because I've been in that situation
So have I.
myself.
But how much
be
men
real
have
with
been in situation they go to protect women they don't like and still get the back end of the stick. You understand? Whether it's on road and some madness is
What, a
going
stranger
on.
and things
Yeah,
like that.
they go to.
I think that's different.
And men inherently would normally,
Protect a woman.
Yeah, you see a chick in distress,
Yeah.
or like something violent, you're gonna, regardless if you know her or not. You understand? So
I've been
that's
in that
the only
situation
reason.
as well,
That's
bro.
the only
I've
reason
been-
I said
I've
that.
been in
Yeah,
that
I
as well,
mean,
man.
Yeah.
There's plenty of quote unquote heroes out there that will protect a damsel in distress. and
No heroes. You're
anyone, do you
risking your life
understand?
for nothing. Yeah, me.
By all
Gonna
means,
die from the ash.
if somebody wants to do that and
Yes.
put their life on the line for a total stranger, hats off to them. Do you understand? But when I say protection, I don't mean just physically.
Yeah.
I mean emotionally and mentally as well.
Yeah.
You have to protect your woman. You have to protect your woman from people that might not like her, either in her job or her own family or your family. You have to
Yeah.
protect her. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You definitely need to have a vision for where you want your relationship to go,
100%.
whether that be financially or if both of your goals are to get married and have kids. Make sure that's at the forefront in your mind, and you let her know that, because a lot of us waste years and years and years with a woman we don't really see as potential. And women do it as well.
100%.
They will sit in relationships and not ask for marriage, and then get to a certain stage and then I want marriage now. I'm dating with intent, where you should have been dating it with intent when you were at your prime.
100%.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I can agree
So
with that
yeah,
stuff.
so you need vision, you need to guide her, you need to protect her at all fronts. Financially, we know it's very difficult in society these days to kind of take 100% of it, but if you can, do so. For me, I'm not one of them men that want my woman to, you're the only one that cooks, you're the only one that cleans, you understand? I was raised to look after myself. I know how to cook, I know how to clean, do you understand? So I'm able to still help out around the house, do you understand? Guide her spiritually also as well. I'm not going to get into a religious debate, but me, I'm a spiritual person. Don't want to get into that, but I'm not a religious person. But you can also protect her spiritually as well.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So yeah.
Boy, you know what it is? A lot of what you guys said, I don't disagree with at all. You know what I mean? You know what it is? If you two literally, you know what I mean? Yeah, the battery is fine. Okay. Sorry, people. this camera dude. It kind of made me lose my trail of thought, you know what I mean? But nah, what I'm saying is, right, it's not as hard as it seems, right? Primarily from you to have an understanding what your roles are. You understand? And especially if you know your roles as a man and you're not thinking, because what it is, right? When we get into relationships as men, right? You know, yeah, we do gain, you know, the woman's respect. You know, she wants, like, we've been there where she wants to do the world for us. You understand? She even wants to spend money on her man so a man can look good. Strangely enough, but for other gal, it's weird. You understand where I'm coming from, right? But as I said, like, from you guys understand what go on, right? But some men, they get to a certain stage of the relationship, they think because the woman, you know, is, you know what I mean, doing her bit, you understand? Sometimes they stop doing their bit. I get it, you're
Become
providing,
complacent.
you're protecting. You get me? Right? There's nothing wrong with continue the little odd date now and again. You understand? There's nothing wrong with, you know what I mean, you know what? Probably not a date. Let's just go to the museum. And Ty's right. You understand? Yeah? But honestly, my thoughts, Ty's right when it comes to, you understand, sometimes if you want to cook as a man, if that's what you choose to do because you think in the back of your head you're the better cook, whatever the case is. If you want to do that, do that. You get me? But I'm just saying, because if you're going with the traditional roles, like, you know what, babes, like, I'm going to go out and bring in the bread, yeah? And I'm going to work hard, yeah? I'm probably even going to bang out 2 jobs, have a little, you know what I mean, a little weekend job.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Just have the extra bit. You understand where I'm coming from, right?
Yeah.
I genuinely, like, if we have kids, that is. If we don't have kids, fine. You know, work, do your thing, whatever. But if we don't have kids, if we do have kids, I'd primarily like you to be home with the kids. You understand?
Yeah.
You get me? Because I've said this before. If we know the school system is built to fail the kids,
100%, bruv.
that's the best position for you.
Homeschool.
Is at home.
100%.
I need you to put in that work. You understand? You get me? Yeah? You get me? I don't need you out there, you and I out there, you get me, fighting the world, paying double tax, and our kids is just left to their own devices and left to be, you know what I mean, like, be opposed upon by their flipping social media idols, you understand, and all them kind of crap there, you understand? So obviously when you're in a relationship as a man, trust me when I tell you, you know what I mean, it goes a lot more deeper, and especially if you're putting in the bread. I don't, like, if you say 50-50 as a woman, I don't expect to go to work, you understand where I'm coming from, come back, and still be putting in extra work at home.
Yeah.
You understand where I'm coming from? Now, it goes from 50-50 to 75-25. You understand? Yeah? Like, what have you been doing for all these hours? Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
You get me? So, as I was saying, as a man, there's a lot for you to do, but also, like, you need to, like, keep on top of things. You can't for one moment think that because she respects you, that's where your job ends. Yeah. Like, I've been in 2 long-term relationships. Second one was a bit fire. My second one is where I kind of really learned about, like, jealousy as a man, and, you know, what women can be like, and how they push button, and how, you know, they weaponize their bodies against you, and all that kind of thing there.
100%,
Yeah,
I can
me.
relate to that
But my
still.
first relationship with my baby mum was like 7.5, 8 years. You understand where I'm coming from? And it's only because of me, realistically, that relationship ended. Right? Because I was like, I'm going to say it's because I was young. I didn't really know what it was, you know, to be a man.
Yeah.
Be properly responsible in consistency. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Right? And because I didn't realize I literally had a traditional
Yeah.
I did not realize.
Yeah.
You understand? So I messed that up, and now I'm just here. You know what I mean? Swimming through the sea of sharks and whales, whale attacks. Like, lose the weight. And whale attacks, you understand? So I'm just saying, as a man, there's a lot more for you to do. You know what I mean? It's not just about providing and provision. You understand? So, you know what I mean? Obviously, you know, we can go in depth on the women at another time. You know what I mean? But that's a constant. You understand? It's all about what the men them can do. You understand, to preferably get a better outcome in life. You understand? I'm going to ask another question. Who's at fault for accepting large amounts of money from a man in the friend zone? If a man's in the friend zone, who's at fault for accepting a large amount of money? Right? No. Who's at fault if a woman accepts a large amount of money from a man if he's in the friend zone?
That's
What do you mean? Like, so someone in the friend zone is just
Giving her money.
Giving her money.
for what? Like, yeah, that's. I don't agree with that
Why? Like,
because there must be a reason. Either she's like, I don't know, she must be asking him, or he's either like obviously interested in her, so he's giving her this amount of money.
regardless if she's asking him or not, she's getting money from man in the friend zone. You understand?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And she's obviously taking it and doing whatever she wants to do with it. You understand? So we're just like who's at fault for? You know what I mean? You know.
the woman.
All right, break it down for us.
The woman.
Yeah, bro.
I want to hear this. Go on.
Alright, cool. I'll put it first for the boy first, yeah?
All right.
So, if you're trying to help a friend, yeah, and she's asking for money, whatever, you actually really care for her, and you think, bro, say example, that's your day one friend, you grew up with her since flipping their birth, whatever, you flipping school friends, whatever. Now she needs help, she's asking for money, but it kind of gets continuously like asking for money, yeah? But you still do it because it's your friend, yeah. Now on the woman's side, you shouldn't be accepting that money all the time, knowing sometimes you may not need it. You know, sometimes you're just accepting that money because you want to go out with your friends and get drunk. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I think it's the woman's fault, because you shouldn't always be accepting that money. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can accept money from a friend, no problem. But doing it continuously and trying to just take the piss out of man, it's like, you know a man's going to care and they're going to help you, you get it? Like, it's just in our nature, innit? We're going to do that, but doing it continuously and just taking advantage of it and just keep taking the money, yeah, it's bang out of order, bro. I don't agree with it, innit? It's the woman's fault, simple as that.
Are you saying it's just the woman's fault, or is it both 50-50?
No, it could be both. It could be both, because the man could be just like doing it for a certain reason. Like, he may be like,
Trying
rah.
to get in their good books.
Yeah, like he's trying to get in them good books and jiggy whatever. Do you know what I mean? He could be doing it in that way. He could be giving money because he may like her so much. He's trying to give her money to please her, to change her mindset, to think, bro, no, do you know what? I like this guy, you know. I might use him as my man, you know. I might, you know. But yeah, it could be 50-50. But me personally, I say 70-40. 70 the woman, 40 the man.
Well, I think also as well, if you're in a relationship with a thing, and obviously
Relationship's different though.
Yeah.
No, friend zone.
Oh,
like
yeah,
you're
friend
literally
zone.
in the zone of friend, and you're trying to clap cheek, but like she friend zone.
no, I'm saying no. If you're with the thing, yeah, and then she's getting money off the friend, like say if you don't like, obviously if you don't know about it, then I'd think it's bad. Like if she's going to get it off the fucking friend, like, and you don't even know about it, like she's just getting money off him, and you don't even know. I think that's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like you should at least know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm going to get money off my friend. I need money. Or like I think you should at least ask the boyfriend first, now, before you, or like say, oh, this guy's giving me money at least. Like if you don't know, then yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
My friend, would you like to rebuttal this?
I kind of agree, I was thinking this is going to be a very easy and quick conversation, but I like the way you got through different scenarios in it.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you have to blame the guy. Like we call these type of men Simpsons or simps. You know what I'm saying? And like you rightly said, I think you said it. He might be doing it to please her, to show, I don't deserve to be in a friend zone. Do you understand? But we have to remember that when, first and foremost, I think it's a myth that men and women can be platonically friends.
Yeah, 100%,
Like,
bro.
platonic
The man
relationships don't work.
Any point in his life, she says, "Come over." It's peak, innit?
Especially if she's attractive as well. Do you understand? If she's attractive, he's pretending to be your friend.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It takes one phone call and he's over there. Do you understand? So everything you do has to be a fair exchange when you're opposite with somebody. Do you understand? So friendship, guidance, support, all that kind of stuff, you're mutually exchanging something of value, which is equal value. When we're talking about money now, what is she giving you in return? Friendship. Do you understand? Just friendship.
And guess
So
what?
it's not equal exchange.
And even if she gives you sex in exchange, it's actually not of equal value. Flesh and flesh is of equal value. Sure.
But the thing is, it might become subjective where he'd be like, you know what, I'm getting cheeks. And if he's got the money to do so, it might, for him, it might be a fair exchange. It might be equal value.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but like when she wants D from somebody she wants it from,
Yeah.
she don't have to pay nothing.
Again,
She understand where I'm coming from.
exactly. That's why I said it falls on the man. You can't really blame her. She's taking advantage of him, and morally, she shouldn't be doing that because she knows what she's doing. But it's his money, so he has the option whether to give it to her or not. For me personally,
God.
I'm not saying no names.
Yeah.
A female asked me for money. I was like, boy, what you gonna do for the money? Do you understand? And to be fair, I wasn't.
To be last night, bro.
See what I mean?
And I swear, I swear, my whole family's left. No cross me. The Lord shut me down if I'm lying now. It wasn't much money, but it was still money.
Precisely.
Do you know what I mean?
As well.
She asked me for money. She's like, I'll give it back to you. But you know, really, they ain't gonna give it back.
And bear in
you,
mind,
gonna give it
this
back
way,
to that.
this wasn't even like a good
And
friend.
it's wicked
So
'cause you, like, it's like, damn, if you was man, brother, what you thinking? Like, you're a chick. I know you ain't gonna give it back, and
And you know you ain't gonna ask straight back.
I
You
didn't
know
know.
what I mean?
I wouldn't know. You blatantly asked for it back, but I don't
No,
know.
but if it's something,
But no, it's
low.
not that. It's like, I know, say, it's going to be difficult for me, extremely difficult to want to kick you in your face to get me my things back or for you to learn a lesson. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
It hit me, so it
100%,
yeah, I understand what you're saying.
yeah,
It makes it extremely difficult to want to borrow a female acquaintance money.
yeah, you might just have to end the friendship there. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
yeah,
Rather than
yeah.
asking for it. Me personally, I'm asking for it. You know,
Yeah.
especially if it's a large amount.
Yeah.
If it's like 20 there and here, then you know what?
Free something.
Yeah,
Done the friendship, keep the money. Do you understand?
If it's a
But
quick
yeah, you-
free
you-
bills or something, bruv, keep
Then,
it
yeah.
stepping, my guy.
You know what I mean?
Keep it stepping.
I'm
But
not.
ultimately, you have to blame him. Do you understand?
I hear you on that one still.
Nah, I agree, definitely. You get me, because as he put, like, to me, as I said, like, body fluids to body fluids, free exchange. You know, the way how the man has to get his money, you don't know what madness he has to put himself through to get that money. What you
But
have
can
to
I throw
do,
something in there?
what she has to do to release vagina is probably either get picked up or catch a Uber or catch a bus. And even when you turn up, what amount of energy you wasting apart from your jawline being dislocated? You understand, if you're doing the guac 3 sons.
That's a disconnect.
You understand, like what much are you doing? You get me? And guess what? Man's gonna be literally pounding, wasting maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, maybe half an hour of energy, maybe even once 3-4 throwdowns.
Yeah.
He's wasting optimum amount of energy, right? Resources, right? And all you're doing is just turning up and just opening up. And I don't see any form of money as a fair exchange.
Yeah.
You understand? But
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 go on.
I get what you man them saying. Because guess what? I fucks with it. You
Well,
understand?
100, man. You gotta
Let me
respect
explain
it.
Let me explain to you, brother. Like, I am not that dude to even allow a chick to use me for £20. Like, I'm gonna be honest to you.
Yeah.
You understand? You get me? Like, if me and you are genuinely friends and I don't have no fucking sexual interest in you, and I know you're good for the money,
Yeah.
or you ask me to do something for you, you get me? I genuinely can help you.
Yeah.
You get me? Because I know, say, yo, hey, come here, come give me a hand with this. I know you're gonna fly over because it's literally, you know, there's no sexual interest between us.
Yeah.
But from their sexual interest, like, are you alright? And you know there's sexual interest? Like, this is what you're asking. You understand? You're not asking me because you genuinely believe your friends. You don't believe your friends.
Yeah.
You understand? Because if you believe your friends, how about you help out a friend in it? I want something without having to, put this kind of, language, this breakdown of language in a certain type of way to acquire your viscous innards. You understand? So if you really cared about us that being friend, you'd care about me having blue balls. You understand? But you don't. But guess what? I care enough that, you need money because you're in a jam, you ain't eating. I care enough to give you some money. But once you see, like, nah, you're taking the piss now. You hear me? You don't even want to return. You hear me? You don't even want to pay back man or nothing. Because, like, for some of us, you learn this at a young age, so you realize already, like, okay, I see your movements.
Yeah.
So so this is what I'm saying. I'm at that stage in life where, sorry, like, if you want something from me, you have to be doing, like, as a woman, you have to be doing something in return. And I'm not asking for your viscous innards. You understand? Guess what? I got some dishes on my house need cleaning. I probably don't want to do it because I'm busy with my camera and trying to work and trying to do other stuff.
Yeah.
You hit me? So guess what? Like, even for a little 30, 40 pound a week, you just come 3-4 times a week and wash up you get me? Do something for the money that you're asking
Yeah,
for.
100%.
You understand where I'm coming from? Like,
Well,
your viscous, like, I could actually go to a flipping brothel and pay for viscous innards. Go to a strip club because like these strip clubs in Britain now are moving mad. You understand? And pay for some viscous innards. I can get an escort and pay for some viscous innards. You understand? So paying for viscous innards is not an issue like that.
Yeah.
You understand? And guess what? Sometimes it's like, and cool, you're moving mad like that. You clearly come over because you want your insides run through, but you're looking for some kind of down payment. You understand? So say you can convince yourself you did it for a good reason. You understand?
100%.
I'm just saying, men, like, we move differently out here, but I'm like, I'm at that stage of life where I don't primarily, like, to do, like, I don't want to allow women to friend zone me, innit?
Yeah.
You understand?
100%, bro. I hate that shit, bro.
Like, if you're friending me, you have to be doing what my guys are willing to do. Like, if you and I are friends, you have to be willing, as a female, you have to be willing to do what my guys are willing to do.
100%, bro.
You get me? And if you're not willing to do that, it's impossible for you and I to be even classed as friends. You're going to understand. We can be associate.
Yeah.
You understand? Because maybe, guess what? Now you probably might ask me for a little £40 and ask me for a favour. You don't even have to be money. Maybe ask me for a favour, help you to paint your yard or something, help you to move some heavy stuff upstairs your next yard because you moved. You understand where I'm coming from? What am I getting in return? And guess what? As I said, I don't want your viscous innards. You get me? Have you got a big enough social media platform? You understand? Yeah, I mean, have you got a business? You understand? Where you can say, you know what, bro, I can help you out with your thing. You understand? So I'm just saying, like, as a man, you shouldn't be looking to give away your free help just like that. And you're not getting any return on investment. You understand? Even if you want the cheeks, even if you're calling for the cheeks, even if you're calling for some head, even if you're calling for her to post your shit on social media, even if you're calling for her, you know what? I ain't working right now. You got a business or you're managing that business. I hear you recruiting. I beg, like get me in it. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Don't just willing to just give away your energy just because
100%.
you're thinking you might clap some cheeks.
Mm.
Like, to me, I'm saying to me, it don't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%.
You get me?
I want to push back a little bit.
Yeah, push back, fam.
Okay. I think we have to put this in its proper context.
Mm,
We were talking about a guy that's been friend zoned.
mm,
I want to make a distinction between being friends with a woman, even though I said really and truly you're not really friends, especially if she's attractive.
you know,
But being classed as
I'm associated to you.
yeah. So if you class her as your friend versus your initial reasons for knowing this person was to either clap cheeks or be in a relationship, and she
Yeah.
put you there in the friend zone, I see that totally different from you just being friends.
Yeah.
So this gentleman in the friend zone now, I see it as a mutual exchange. I see it as an equal exchange. You have to remember our value is our resources,
Yeah.
whether that be our time or our money.
Yeah.
A woman's value is her body.
Mm.
Do you understand? So for me, I see it as an equal exchange. And that's the only thing I want to push back on.
Yeah. Well,
Now I hear you push back. You know what I mean? All these pushing blocks are good, you know. Them one, them man, they just clapping through the streets. I didn't even chase it.
Hey, you man, get on them streets, man. I'm the only one I see in the streets.
Hold up. Let me read the back of these, because they probably got some gelatin
Yeah,
in
it's
there.
gelatin. If it's soft and chewy, then it's gelatin.
Yeah, got to.
Them man in them gelatin sweet. Listen,
I hear what they hit hard though.
it sound like them man they're trying to promote chicken even though it's unhealthy lifestyle.
That's
That shit hits hard,
Bro,
man,
you
bro.
little
I'm telling you.
thief, you just come in the camera and just
No,
steal the
take,
thing.
man, that's still on the table,
You
bro. You get me?
pagan, absolute pagan. Now, one more question. You guys know about the red pill
Yeah.
and the manosphere,
yeah.
right? Do you think the red pill is harming men or helping them? And why?
I see harming, man.
Hmm?
I see harming.
And why?
Why?
Yeah.
Bro.
Hold up. Let me get an answer from all of you first before, go on. Do you see the red pill harming or helping men?
I was gonna say I don't even know what that is, bro. What is that?
The red pill and the manosphere is basically like what we're doing now. You understand? You hear me? Like voice for men, coaching men. Well, it's not even say coaching, it's more like a voice for men. It's like, listen, guys, like, like the streets are crazy out here. You understand? These are some of the stuff that you can avoid. You understand? Build yourself up as a man. You don't too worry about women. And obviously there's different parts of the red pill manosphere space. Some teaches you, how to, build your physique. You understand? There's other parts that actually teach you, the values of a man. You understand? So there's different parts of the manosphere that mainly focus on, how to become a better you. You understand?
Yeah.
And kind of teach you like the stuff to kind of watch out from when it comes to, ladies of the night. You understand? Being mystical and playing, tricks.
In terms of that,
basically.
Yeah.
You
So the
understand?
red pill and all of that. In terms of that, I'll be real. Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate is a good example for that. Why
Yeah.
I say that
Yeah.
is because they're teaching young men how to become grown men properly. Yeah, teaching them, I won't say right from wrong, but obviously giving them the guidance and the things they need, brother, and stuff to avoid. Like a lot of women say he's this, that. What's the word that they?
Misogynistic.
There you go. So, yeah, man, you gotta think, bruv, like people like him are good examples and prime examples for that, innit? Because he's teaching, like I said, young kids to be grown-ass men, innit? So, I would like to hear you lot's opinions on that as well. What do you think about
So what? Did you say it was harmful or helpful?
harmful? Like I said in the first place, harmful.
The red pill. Okay, alright, and cool.
Hold-
How about you, Lil Maestro?
Fucking. Well, I mean, if it's got to do with all of the Andrew Tate, obviously all of that shit you said as well. If it's got to do with Andrew Tate and that, I don't even know. I can't even lie, bro. I don't even know. I'll be real to you. I don't even know what to say about it. I'm kind of confused still in the situation, but
Why I say it's harmful, yeah. Just a quick one before I let you lot finish off, because it's not. Alright, even though Andrew Tate is still, it's like big him up, man, free him up, bro. I got much respect for that guy, yeah. But it's not teaching people how to be themselves, like not finding themselves properly. You need to find your inner self by yourself. So, example, if you lock yourself up there, if you go far out into a forest, no phone, no Wi-Fi, no nothing, no one else but yourself, eventually you're gonna find who you are and who yourself is. Yeah. So, following obviously Andrew Tate and and listening to what he says, you're just basically following him in his footsteps. Basically, you're not going in your own path, if you know what I mean. Like you can go down that road, and it will be the right road, yeah. But you're not going down your road. You're not going down your path. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not experiencing life for what it actually is for yourself. Do you know what I mean? Instead of hearing of what my man's saying.
Yeah, but don't you think that, because you were explaining before that Andrew Tate and his brother kind of show men how to be real men, and things like that. So don't you think that just following that foundation of getting yourself in the gym,
like you can
get
listen
your
to
money
it.
up?
You can listen to it and all of that and take good advice from it. But I'm just saying personally, bro, like you need to find yourself in it in order to become a proper man.
Yeah. So
That's
don't you
what I
think
did.
that giving the red pill's about leveling up as a man and becoming a man, do you think that's a good thing? But it can go bad if you don't.
Yeah, like, but I just.
Or is just totally bad? Because you said a couple of good things that it's good for.
Yeah. It's.
But you're saying it's bad for men.
I slightly take back my word saying it's all bad, yeah. But it can be good, it can be bad. But me personally, I just look towards it as bad, innit? You know what I mean? But it is good in a way. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Everyone else has their own opinion on stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Every opinion, welcome. As you said, it can be harmful. I mean, but draw back to a previous point you kind of mentioned, right? What it is, you can go out in the wilderness with no phones and no internet and no that, but and try to find yourself. But that's just only a different aspect of yourself. Understand? Or you really been tested? You understand? Are you actually in society where you actually finding yourself? You've been tested by different things, different human beings, different sounds, different frequencies, vibrations. You understand? Different encounters. You know, to know what you really are. Understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like my only pushback for that. But yeah, I don't know. Is the red pill harming or helping men?
I think there's a very thin line.
Yeah.
But let me just explain a little bit more for my guy.
Yeah.
So you can get involved, yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to
So-
break it down the hood way. I got it the best way I could have broken it down.
Okay, so you've seen The Matrix, right?
Matrix.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have the red pill, you have the blue pill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the blue pill, you remain in the Matrix. You remain in this fairy tale, made up world, this illusion. The red pill is you get to be taken out of it and see the world for what it really is. So with the red pill now, when it comes to this topic in particular, it's about knowing a woman's nature, like I was saying earlier, and not being taken advantage of, and also building yourself up as a man that a woman would want. So you not allowing women to distract you and build yourself up. By default, women will come to you because you've reached a certain level in society where you got to pick of the litter now. So that's what the red pill is, kind of. The reason why I say it's kind of 50-50 because with the red pill, is it black pill? Yeah, the black pill stemmed from the red pill. We have the incels now.
Yeah,
the
black pill is probably the most dangerous.
Yeah, it's what they call the incels now. So these incels came from the red pill. Do you understand?
A lot of things came from the red pill. Men go their own way. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Passport bros.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a lot of things literally
Came out of it.
pointing out, but sorry. for
Yeah.
cutting
So yes, especially like I was saying, it's waking up to the nature of women, especially in today's society, and that's why we have now passport boats. So yeah, like I said, what stemmed from the red pill was the black pill, and I think there's actually a pill beyond the black pill. But yeah, where it's just strictly hate women. Do you understand? So it is tricky. You have to navigate. You have to navigate through the red pill, because I know a couple of guys that indulge in the red pill. I do myself as well. And you get to a point where, in your mind, you start not hating women, but you start looking at women a certain type and kind of painting all women with the same brush. So you have to definitely navigate through the red pill very carefully. So it can become a bad thing. But ultimately, the foundation of it, I think every male needs it.
People, I got some big sweet in my mouth right now. Hear me? But nah, Jesus, I can't even speak properly.
Yeah, no, word
You
to
get
that
stuck
though.
to your
That's,
teeth and
that's,
that,
that's
bro.
some good
Brother,
shit.
it's mad. But nah, people, I do somewhat agree with my learned friend over here, and I'll tell you why. The red pill is just like any information you receive. You understand where I'm coming from? It's like, how do you deal with it when you receive it?
Yeah.
What parts of it is going to benefit you? You understand? What am I going to use it for? You know? Am I just going to binge watch this because, you know what I mean, I've had a bad relationship, or, you know, some madness and, you know, it turned me black pill, and then, as Mai said, it turned you beyond the pill that's black pill. You understand where I'm coming from? So with all information, it depends. Firstly, it depends why you want it. You get me? And then obviously when you get it, what you're going to do with that information. You understand? You get me? Because consuming too much of one thing, like going down the rabbit hole, bro, that can be overwhelming as well. You understand? But I'm just saying it's this, right? I find it helpful, the red pill, because it, you know what it is? It shows you a lot of hidden tricks in society when it comes to, you know what I mean, females, right? It can help you to navigate, and as I said, if you consume too much of it and you've already been, you know, heartbroken or whatever, you know, you can take it to the extreme. You get me? But the most important part I find of it, it's when it's talking about building yourself as a man. Like, that's the part of it I could never fault. And I'm 100% for that part. Building your value, yourself, your attributes, your characteristics as a man. Understand? And at that point is when you literally have a plethora of women that you can choose from, whether they're baddies or housewives or whatever the hell you know that benefits you going forward. Understand? So yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. You know, find it helpful. Understand? More than harmful. Because there's no possible way you could be getting fucking information like this. Like, it's telling you, like, I don't know if you knew this, but you in the friend zone, bro. You understand? You get information. You're wondering why this gal ain't doing certain things with you, and you're... The information's telling you're in the friend zone.
Yeah, in the friend zone, my brother.
Now is how do you deal with that information? You understand where I'm coming from? So this is why I see as more of a help than a harm, because with every information, it's literally what the hell, what do you want it for and how you deal with it. You know, how you just put it into action.
How you use that information.
You know what I mean? So, hey man, be careful with it. I know, I know you're sweating over there. I can see sweat coming down your forehead, fam. You can't wait to spark that zuggle. Can't wait to spark that zuggle.
Read out the comments.
Yeah, man. I think we got some comments here, man. Oh, some people going crazy in here. I mean, greetings, Narid, said pick me. You know what I mean? Red, how are you? Oh, that was me. Get out of here, man. You replying, man. mm, mm, mm. Yeah, people, I don't know if you're still here, but please hit the like button. You know what I mean? Share it. If you can, maybe one or two people, and they can maybe share it on such and so forth. You know what I mean? Obviously, it helps the algorithm. I don't really know if it's true, but I think it is true. But this is what a lot of YouTubers say, but I'm just saying, just share it regardless.
Share that shit up, man. Hit the
Yeah,
subscribe button, bro.
Yeah, man. There's a system in place that creates followers, not thinkers. Nah, definitely agree with that. What do you guys think about that? And that's from Grim. And, that's from one of my supporters, Grim. You know what I mean? Basically saying, there's a system in place that creates followers instead of thinkers. We can touch a bit quickly if you want, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Don't have to be no long, drawn-out thing.
What do you think about it first?
Make it be long and drawn.
I'm not too sure whether it was Rothschilds or the what's the other big family name? There's the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. I think it was Rothschilds. Yeah, that developed the school system.
Yeah, they have like fire, a lot of stuff. It's like a huge family.
Yeah,
From Germany.
and yeah, and they're the ones that created the actual school system and the curriculum for school system. And there was an interview where they said that they created it to create non-thinkers and workers.
Yeah.
Do you understand? They don't want people to think outside of the box, because if you started thinking outside of the box, you're more than likely to overthrow them. You're likely to gain generational wealth. Do you understand? And be the powers that be. So they just wanted classes to be informational based, information. And most of the time, the things you learn in school, you can't apply them outside in the real world. And that's what school is for. So, yeah.
Bruh, you know what it is? They've done a mad thing where, like, I don't know if you heard this theory before, where it's like, right, picture this. This is where most of the main problem is, right? Right. Picture you have a box full of ants. On this side you got red ants. This side you got black ants. Right? It was a scientific experiment where the ants were, the red ants and the black ants came together. I mean, it's, for instance, obviously I'm going to make it sound comical. It's like they're partying, doing the chaka chaka Sunday and that. You get me eating flipping jerk chicken and that piece of crummy bread that was left. You get me? Like the proper, the proper coming together. Nobody's fighting. I understand. They're all getting along. And guess what? The scientists decide, okay, let's try this. Let's shake the box. What do you think happened after they shake the box?
They went mad.
What do you think happened?
Boy, they went nuts.
What do you think happened after they shake the box?
They probably started kidding each other.
Exactly what all of you said. You understand? That's exactly what happened. They went at arms with each other, right? So let me ask you the question. Is it the ants' fault for warring each other, or is it the person that shook the box?
Clearly the person that shut the box, bro.
It's a bit tricky. You have to take in consideration what is the nature of said animal. Do you understand? So there has to be some sort of level of accountability. You can hold the person shaking the box responsible, but let's use us as human beings, because it's much easier than using animals that just solely work on their natural instincts. So with humans, we have free will, we have choices. So I know the analogy you're trying to make. The powers that be throw certain things out there and just watch it play out. So we have to take accountability for ourselves. Even though they're putting certain things out in the social media, they influence us with foods, social media, whatever it might be, we still have a choice whether we want to take that information on board. Do you understand? And we live in a world of information now where you can look at information opposite to what they're trying to force feed you. Do you understand? So I would say, going back to your analogy, I would say it's kind of both.
I'll say personally, it's a bit like COVID, bruv, yeah? Before all of that stuff, I wouldn't say people were all perfect and all fine, bruv, but it wasn't as madness as it is now, yeah? You slap COVID, you slap all this 5G shit on top of everyone. Huh?
C19.
C19.
Yes,
C19. Let's move with C19.
Yeah. So C19, when that come around, a bag of problems come with that. Yeah? People start getting mad, people are panic buying, people are doing this, people are doing that. So it's the same thing of shaking the box.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
So you gotta look at it like that, bro.
Yeah, man. Because, you definitely can put it two ways, but the way how I look at that story is that there's they're the same species, they're ants. But they're two different type of ants. On first initial meetup, they decided to get along. Because ants are not stupid. If you dare come into their thing and try come up in their nest or whatever, they're attacking you. They're going for you. You know, your dinner, you've now become dinner, innit? You understand? So they clearly met these other ants. There wasn't no beef. You know, you ants, you're a different kind of, okay. You understand where I'm coming from? But obviously now, you know, somebody shook the box. They don't know what's going on. You understand? Because that side is probably thinking, you guys played tricks and shook the box. That side is thinking, nah, you guys shook the box. Not knowing it was none of them that shook the box. You understand? But the perception is, and then them shook the box, and what happened, it goes down to lines and lines of generation. You understand where I'm coming from? So there's this built-up perception that it's your side that shook. No, it's your side that shook the box. You get me? When realistically, everybody should be focusing. There he is.
That's the problem, bruv.
He shook the box. Let's climb out of the box and deal with the thing. You understand? But people are so, comfortable in the day and age in their life, you know what I mean? Because of what we was talking about the other day, civilize the world to a point where it's like, what do I need to? I'm alive, it don't affect me. I don't need to do nothing. But now, carry on with the comments. Sorry, that was some good comments. I'm just going to read some of these out quickly. And I mean, this is from Pick Me. Priority change as you get older. Good point, Ty. This is from Serty Josh. Man like white chisena. This is from Serty Josh. Man like white chisena. Yeah, we have just showing some showers. Quality of us women today has been tremendously compromised through pursuit of trying to be like men.
Good point.
Good point, Pick Me. I don't know who that is. That don't make any sense to me. You get me? I'm going to read Grim's comment because Grim made a good comment down here. You get me? Obviously, after Pick Me's comment. How is a good woman with a low image getting the same treatment as a 3 or 4? Like, are you not listening? Yeah? It's difficult nowadays days for these young whippersnappers to decipher, you know what I mean, what is good or not. Because you could still be dressed in an office suit, you know what I mean, talking all the good stuff. And obviously, most of the time, sometimes you find out because, like you put in the work and time has passed or whatever the case is. I'm just saying, Pick Me. I'm not coming for you, allow me, blood. Aye, Grim's comment, a high body count says something about how much self-worth somebody has. If you make poor choices with your body, the other choices will be just as poor. That's why it's a matter. Jeez!
Yeah, 100.
100%, bro.
Free the man them, yo, free Grim, you know. Nah, don't free Grim. Grim has been like I know Grim. Huh? My mic's off.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yo, don't free Grim. Grim is nice where he is, isn't it? Like, Grim is good, innit? Like, you get me? But nah, that's a great comment, Grim. Yo, people, you get me? I don't know if you guys got any last comments literally before we end off. You understand?
Nah, still.
Yeah?
Hey, listen. Big up Silent Business all the time. You know what it is. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit up my Insta, TikTok, all of that. Teachers. Same with YT. Shout out everyone that's been in here. Shout out my boy here on my left. Shout out my boy on my right. Shout out my boy on my right. And shout out the cameraman Red all the time. That's my last comments I gotta make.
I actually had a question.
Nah,
But if you wanna,
come in
end
with
it?
your question.
Okay.
Come in with your question, fam.
I got sent a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it's about the red pill
Okay,
and the men within the red pill.
okay, cool.
The question was, how do men heal from their first heartbreak? Because the community of red pill seems to be hurt.
How do you heal from your first heartbreak?
That's a big one still.
Don't be an idiot. Like you say, like what it is, right? You know what I see a lot in society when it comes to like men and women. Regardless if they see you, hey, stop doing that, man. I'll slap you up, blood. Like, regardless if they see red flags, yeah, like they dive into, and then come out on the other side. Oh, this person did this. Oh, this person did that. Oh, I feel sorry for me. I'm hurt. No. Should I feel sorry for you? Now I'm just saying, like after the first breakup, I get it. You understand? You know what I mean? Sometimes you're premature. You don't really know what is going on out there in these murky waters. You get me? You got sharks, you got alligators, and you got some whales that pretend to be dolphins. You understand where I'm coming from, right? But I'm just saying is this: if you get into your first heartbreak, you understand you don't need to change who you are as a person, because no matter how you try, there's some switch that mainly makes you revert back to a certain mode of thinking.
Yeah.
You understand? But you can be consistent with your actions.
100%.
That's one thing you definitely can be consistent with your actions. You understand? And I suggest definitely working on yourself. You understand? Working on yourself a lot. You hear me? Like, if I get into a next relationship, am I going to be jealous again?
Yeah.
If I can't trust this woman, what am I going to do? Do I want to feel like this again? These are the stuff you have to question yourself. And if you're good with your answers, then go forth.
100%.
Just know that if it messes up, don't come burden nobody with your trash, man. Hit me. Because you're old enough now. This is your second, third, fourth merry-go-round.
Yeah.
You get me? You know, I'm just saying, especially helps when you become savage.
100%, bro.
You understand?
100%.
When I say savage, it's constantly mainly about self, bro. You know, because you see what happens when you try to commit and give yourself to somebody else. You have to learn the hard way. That's not what you're supposed to do or something.
100%, bro.
You get me?
100%.
You're supposed to be giving all your fucking energy and self to somebody. Or like, you get me? I'm just saying there's always a comeback. You get me? It's just that some people don't like the amount of work that they actually have to do. It's mental and physical. Because you have to appear, like, a lot of things is perception, innit? You get me? Even if you can appear to be, physically fit, which you probably are, you understand? And, as we said, you're looking like you're getting up in life, or you are getting up in life. You understand? It even helps to change your mode of thinking, the way you think. You understand? Because if you're in a fucking lifestyle where it's like, I can't believe, I should be there. I mean, this should be my opportunity. And you're not looking to put yourself there. That's probably one of the reasons why your relationship probably finished. Who knows? Number of reasons. I'm just saying there's always a bounce back.
100%.
You get me? But people just don't like the work that they have to do.
Yeah, they don't want to put in the work, bro.
they don't like it.
100%.
You get me?
100%.
They want to put in the work, they just don't like it.
Yeah, they don't want
You get me? They tell themselves in their head, I'm gonna.
Never comes down to it.
Never comes down to
Chasing dreams.
it. You get me? So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to this, like, people just see red flags and all this, and they just choose to
Ignore them.
embark on it and indulge in it anyway. You know, so, you know, I don't feel sorry for most of you heartbroken people. You get me? Like, you're sensible adults. Teenagers, you know, like, we'll give a bly. Understand?
Puppy love, man, you get me?
Puppy love. Yeah, I mean, we can give puppy love a bly.
You know what I mean?
Because for me, it's better when a man gets his heart broken early than later in his life. Bro, it's better, bro. Trust me. It's better. But I don't know what you have to say, Ty. I probably ate up a lot of that. Sorry.
No.
Probably chat some shit.
No, it was great. To be honest, all I can do is add on to what you said, because I agree with everything you said. Within the context of first heartbreak, as the question stated, I think, let me put it this way, I've got so much to say, it's about navigating where I want to go with it. So, first and foremost, I believe that when it comes to young men, they shouldn't get themselves into relationships. But on the other hand, they shouldn't avoid women, because you still need to learn about women. You still need to know the nature, hence the red pill. They'll get into a committed relationship, but dip your toe in the waters, do you understand? To gain some sort of knowledge. Yeah, exactly. Because you need heartbreak, you understand? When it comes to men, we use our trauma, or most of the time we're supposed to use our trauma to better ourselves. Where with women, it hurts them and breaks them. Trauma makes men. Do you understand? So you're supposed to use it and build from there. So I definitely think it's needed when you're a younger person. And like Biz said, it's better when you're young to get heartbroken than when you're older. 100%. Do you understand? You become bitter and angry.
You get me?
Do you understand? So yeah, you have to learn from your mistakes as well. It's very important. You can't just keep going through relationship after relationship, blaming the opposite person. You need to take some sort of accountability, and you need to kind of have your last relationship in your head and figure out where you went wrong and where or what you don't want in your next partner. And if I could rewind the clock, I would, because I've only started learning in my later years about not ignoring red flags because you see potential in this person. Do you understand? You might see certain characteristics or traits that make you fall in love with her, but there's certain red flags that in the long run it won't work out. I'm learning, because life you're always learning until you die. Do you understand? Course. So the stage I'm at now is I'm still learning how to navigate through the dating market and to see the red flags and not ignore them. As much as I like this person, I can't ignore them, because in the long run, like I said, it's not going to work out. So you definitely have to learn from your mistakes. I think that's one of the important things when you're going through life. You can take that into business, because majority of businesses don't work out. Do you understand? But as long as you learn from them, you can bring what you've learned into your next adventure. And I see that same thing with relationships.
Kids said said he's the voice of reason.
Sky is a pagan, blood. Sky is a pagan, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, Sky, you need to come on the show one day, sit down in the hot seat, you understand, and share your opinions, you understand, you get me? Because, you know, we have these kind of talks, you know what I mean? But yeah, people, yeah, man, my final thoughts. I do appreciate the guys for coming through today. Writers and teachers literally came through on last minute. So this is why the show kicked off so late, you understand? And obviously I take full responsibility for that. Not blaming anybody at all. You understand? Some of the guys that were supposed to come, I understand late cancellations. You absolute pagans. Some of you, look at me when I'm chatting to you. Hey, you know it's all love, but look at me when I'm chatting to you, blood. Anyway, people, it's silent business. You know what time it is.
I'm just a messenger.
Don't shoot. You can